Now, I live and breathe weirdness. It goes with the territory when you're a demigod. But there are still moments where I do a mental double take. Like when I'm flying upwards inside a giant glowing vulture, flapping my arms to control make believe wings, holding an almost immortal magician in my talons, all so I can steal his hat. The hat was not coming off either. I spiraled into the storm, shaking Setney, trying to knock the crown off of his head. But the dude must have fastened it on with pompadour, superglue. He blasted me with fire and flashes of light. My bird exoskeleton deflected the attacks, but each time the purple avatar dimmed and my wings felt heavier. Percy Jackson! Setney writhed in my claws. This is a waste of time! I didn't bother responding. The strain of combat was quickly taking its toll. During our first encounter, Carter had warned me that magic could literally burn up a magician if he used it too much at once. I guess that applied to demigods too. Every time Setney blasted me or tried to wriggle out of my grip with his nearly godly strength, my head throbbed. My eyesight dimmed. Soon I was drenched in sweat. I hoped Sadie was helping Carter. I hoped Annabeth was finishing whatever super weird spells she'd been chanting so we could trap Setney. But I couldn't stay airborne much longer. We broke through the top of the cloud layer. Setney stopped fighting, which surprised me so much I almost dropped him. Then coldness began to seep through my vulture avatar, chilling my wet clothes, soaking me to the bones. It was a subtler kind of attack, probing for weakness, and I knew I could not allow it. I curled my vulture feet tighter around Setney's chest, hoping to crush him. Percy, Percy! His tone made it sound like we were a couple of bros on a night out. Don't you see what an incredible opportunity this is? A perfect do-over. You, of all people, should appreciate that. The Olympians once offered you their most valuable gift. They offered to make you a god, didn't they? And you lovable idiot, you turned them down. This is your chance to correct that mistake. My avatar flickered and blinked like a bad fluorescent tube. Neckbit, my brain buddy, turned her attention inward. You turned down immortality? Her voice was incredulous, offended. She scanned my memories. I saw my own past from her dry, cynical point of view. I stood in the throne room on Mount Olympus after the war against the Titans. Zeus offered me a reward, godhood. I turned him down flat. I wanted justice for the other demigods instead. I wanted the gods to stop being jerks and to pay attention to their kids. A stupid request. A naive thing to wish for. I gave up power. You never give up power. I struggled to keep my grip on Setney. Neckbit, those are your thoughts, not mine. I made the right choice. Then you are a fool, the vulture goddess hissed. Yeah, pal, Setney said, who apparently could hear her. I gotta agree with Neckbit on this one. You did the noble thing. How did that work out? Did the gods honor their promises? I couldn't separate Neckbeat's bitterness from my own feelings. Sure, I grumbled about the gods all the time, but I'd never regretted my decision to stay mortal. I had a girlfriend. I had a family. I had my whole life ahead of me, assuming I could stay alive. Now, maybe it was just Neckbit in my mind, or Setney's toying with me, but I started to wonder if I'd made a huge blunder. I get it, kid. Setney's voice was full of pity. The gods are your family. You want to think they're good. You want to make them proud. I wanted that with my family. My dad was Ramses the Great, you know. I was gliding in a lazy circle now, my left wing carving the tops of the storm clouds. Setney's crown glowed more brightly. His aura grew colder, numbing my limbs and turning my thoughts sluggish. I knew I was in trouble, but I couldn't think of what to do about it.